Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are here back at Arhaim. I think I have my floaty names off. Yes I do. Let's put this back on. And we have 3 quests currently. We need to complete one of them in order to complete the Woodfolk of Arhaim. More than likely we'll be doing this one, Sniffing for Truffles, over here, because as soon as that's done, then we can get that done. We can get hopefully a decent amount of XP today. We did get to level 120 last episode, so we do have a few extra things. So, you know, where was it? So we got that one, Earring of the Daily Grind. We got that from a Traveller's Steelbound loot box. So promise. We also got the Skadhurn Ring of Readiness. There was another one which wasn't as good as our current one, I think, so I didn't put that on. Where is that one? Was it the Greaves? No, that I kept for the other thing. This one here, the wrist guard, was alright. We just lose the fate, and it wasn't a massive increase in vitality. So I am holding off for the moment until I get something from Epic Battles for that. And then obviously we're holding on to this, either for disenchantment anyway, or just to potentially get that vitality essence off. But I have 4 more of them, so it's not going to be a huge deal. I guess I should probably get some fate ones, because that's kind of where we're losing right now, is where we're getting a lot of agility and vitality, we're just getting less fate. So if I can get any fate ones of these, that'll be real nice, but currently I do not have any. But as I said, we do have one quest I'm going to try and do, which is Sniffing for Truffles, and that should hopefully complete Woodfolk of Arhaim, and then potentially do the Venison one, since we should in theory be doing more damage now, and also potentially look at Skadhurn. Probably not, though. I feel like that's a sort of a boss enemy. It's going to be a bit of a pain. Or it could be the Massive Heart. No, okay. That potentially could be alright if it's just a Massive Heart, but I know that they can have a ton of morale. So, and I know they'll probably bring in helpers with them as well. So, before that, we do have our Hobby Gift of the day. We currently still have the Virtue Experience gain, so that is useful for us. So, we're going to get 50 and a Combat Run Speed boost. Not really useful to us, considering we have Find the Path. But I'm sure another character can find some use for that. But 50 Virtue XP plus the extra 5, 55 going towards Determination, which is always lovely. And I can't tell you how nice it is just to have a bit more space in here. It's really useful now. If only they did this, but for like task items, that could be cool as well. I just want everything. I want like 5 items in my inventory, and they're all bags that hold like 50 of another thing. Right. Take this whistle. If you lose track of him, he'll come running when he hears it. Take good care of him. So we have Nother, who we have I love the ones where we have a little one of those. And we have to collect some truffles. Now, Sniffing for Truffles is further down here, close to where Skadhurn is. One thing I actually found out in the Legendary episode, because I had to go to the Misty Mountains, is this area, Vales of Anduin, is just pretty much exactly connected to Misty Mountains here through this area, and LOTRO through here, which is a little weird. I didn't really, and then Iridian technically through here, but I'm not sure what the path is to get to that. I will actually have a look. Looks like the Redhorn Pass goes up to there, but yeah, we can actually go to LOTRO relatively easily that way. I also want to find this. It looks like to be a raised area up there. I want to get up there, and I want to have a look at this reflecting pool. There also seems to, I think, be a vendor up there somewhere. So let's have a little look up there. Do you count? Right, you count. And I know my bow hasn't inherently got more extra anything because of being a higher level, but I should be doing more damage, base damage. I know it's just a hind, but I'm doing that to hopefully help myself being embarrassed, but also because it does count towards the quest. But I need to do intense concentration because I do not have the one annoying thing. I say the one annoying thing, there's a lot of annoying things, but one annoying thing that catches me out a lot with going on these war steeds is the fact it uses up your focus, unlike regular steeds, but it's still so much better to use a war steed if you want to get somewhere a lot quicker, obviously. Cool. Venison, 22k. Ironfold has gone into there. We got quite a lot of Stoneworn Furs there. I wonder if we... Stoneworn Furs, we were at It's 5 it looks like. So hopefully we can get a decent amount of task items completed today as well. You have 220k. I'm gonna try you, because not only are you gonna take a while to get here anyway, but again, we should just be overall doing more damage now. By quite a ways as well. There was quite a nice increase in stuff from like 106 to 120 sort of stuff. So that should be good. And then obviously I'm going to carry on doing some epic battles in the meantime, which will just get better and faster. The higher level we get and the better equipment we get, in theory it should be better, because I'm not sure if the scaling works quite well going from like 120 to 100. Scaling up, it does an alright job, I think, but scaling down, I think it does a little bit of a worse job, because it wasn't really designed for that. Especially when there was such a big jump from like 115 to 116. The gear there was a massive increase. So I don't really think it's, keeps an eye out for it and appropriately does it. I could be wrong, and just it could be me thinking better than it actually is. Hey, and that's technically a task item completed. So we should be able to, if we do that again, get 11 out of 10, and we've got Stonebraid skins close to finishing as well. You're a supplier.
It is wise for wanderers to equip themselves.
I'm not sure why you just get a random supplier out here, but sure, why not? But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, the more epic battles we do at the high level, it's going to go quicker. We're also going to get more promotion points the more we do, so that's going to help us as well quite a bit. So yeah, the more we do, the better it's going to get. There also looks to be a path that I completely missed going up here, so oops. This failed artifact chest, I'm pretty sure that is a scholar item. Right, I guess while we're here, is there any way of going this way? And that, I know it's not going to be a greatest way of looking at it, because they were quite far away, but did that heart take quite a bit less time to defeat? I'm not sure about the hind, because they have half the morale and they were kind of alright to ourselves anyway. You don't need me to kill you, it's fine. We'll probably just stay away from the enemies that we can. I mean, technically we should for task items, but I want to focus on the quest today, because that's just going to give us a lot more morale, XP. Right, this will be our true find out, because this one isn't sort of away from us for ages. So you aggro, but then you just do nothing. I mean, I don't expect you to do anything, but why aggro? I still need to look into food, actually, because especially since we're 120 now, we should be able to get the next tier of food, I would have thought. Which should be better than this. But I still am not sure it'll be better than the Diamond's crams, because again they're just based off percentage of morale. But I'm more looking for not vitality, fortifying food, because fortifying food is our current one is level 100. That's 20 levels below. It still does a good job, but yeah, it's not great. Imagine if it did a percentage of your an eerie light. Imagine if it did a percentage of your current agility. That'd be insane. Imagine if it like doubled your agility up. Don't do this to me. So we're getting more Ironfold hides, which is good. We're getting a load of skins and furs. So hopefully we should relatively quickly get a lot of tasks to give in. Hopefully, well, mostly in Dwarf Holds and Vales of Anduin, which will be fine. We can just get a horse back to the Vales of Anduin area that we need to go to, and then from there we can go to Scarhold very, very quickly. Oh no, you are going to aggro that other one. Oh no. I kind of want to leave one venison, because I feel like Skadhurn will most likely count. But I want to check, because I can't see a reason why it's just a higher morale / damage, higher leveled version of a subset of animal. So it will still drop venison, because it's set to do that most likely, but yeah, not really. Doesn't really matter. I mean, if we get 10 before there, it's fine. I was just a little bit dumb to attack that one while there was a dust hind nearby. I think we're doing alright, because normally, before, we were like, gonna struggle doing one directly after the other. So I actually think we'll be alright. That one... Oh, I was gonna say that one barely dropped anything, but... It's because I scrolled up. Hey, and our legendary item leveled up, so in theory, again, this should be a little bit quicker on top of that. I'm a little concerned about these eerie lights, but that's fine. We'll ignore those for the moment. That's a boar. I thought it was an orc for a second. Just trying to look at where we want to go to as well. Is that deer? I just realised they say Duskenvale instead of, I think they were Dart before. Or Dale. I think it was Dart, but... Hey, hind. That's what we're after. The hinds are just less morale, easier to kill. And drop exactly the same amount of stuff, basically. So it's really no difference to us. I assume we're very close to Lothlorien now. Yeah, we are. You can see the golden trees just over there. So one thing I want to do on the legendary server is, since we are like right on the... We're right here right now. And we've got to go to Goblin Town. Like, where is the Goblin Town anyway? Somewhere here. We've got to go around here anyway, and that is supposedly the path to there. I want to see if that's open. Like, obviously we'd just die the moment we went in, pretty much, because we're going to get attacked by some, you know, gnats and stuff, and they're going to kill us at 120 compared to 51. But I think it would be interesting to see how they've gone about trying to block it off, if they have. Because surely they must just have to block it off. Like, I can't have that open in the legendary server. It's like having the doors to Moria wide open as soon as it started, which obviously didn't happen. Come on, Noffer. I know I haven't got you doing anything yet, but like, your time's coming. You'll have something to do in a minute. Come on. Come on. And there we are. That's 8 out of 10. I'm going to just sort of beeline for the... if it's a heart, I'm probably not going to worry about it for the moment. There's going to be plenty around. And some of these as well. I've only got to kill 2 more, and I'd rather focus at least one of them on Skadhurn, because technically I could have finished it by now. But I want to just kind of focus on that and make sure. But I'm going to go over to where the truffles are first. Then on my way back, come up through here. And then we can go Arhaim, and we'll have completed this, potentially this, and this all together. Should give us a decent amount of XP, especially since bonus XP is still on. We have a little bit remaining of the purchase stuff. So, yeah. Just want to... I know we're like 120 now, so it doesn't really matter as much, but 121 is obviously our next milestone, because 120 is good, because it was a level cap, and I always like to get to... well, old level caps, that's always a good milestone to keep at. So 115, 120, 130 I think is now the level cap. I'm not entirely sure, I'll be honest. But I didn't realise there's a wild ball right there. You come in, Noffer. I don't know how I'm going to pick these up, if it's just going to be like a regular item pickup or what. But 121, because we can't get that armor and stuff from, where are you going? Because we can't get the armor and stuff from, what was it called? The guy in Scarhold. 121 is when we can get the weaponry at the very least. They are going to cost us, Embers of Enchantment, which I'm still going to have to, somehow procure. Hopefully by being lucky and getting some Dwaroglim shards at some point in my life. How do I do this? Oh, okay, so he's just going to unearth ones by us walking around. I literally read that as I saw one. The only problem is I don't want these boars attacking me all the time. But yeah, at 121 we'll be able to get the new weaponry at the very least. So I can get a better offhand sword, which will also help us with our stats and just general damage output. There's supposed to be one. Oh, right there. Is there potentially one somewhere else? Over here. I'm just going to wait for him to come over. There is a quest ring right there. Right where I'm stood. Is it when he says Noff? No? Oh, maybe. You didn't say it the first time, but... maybe I was too far away for myself to hear. That could have been it. Okay, so they seem to be set in, like, areas. So the quest ring is there because we found the other one. So it seems to be 8 in total, 4 areas, 2 in each area. Possibly. This will be the slowest thing out of all of these. Right, Noffa, where are you? Come on. Find me some truffles. You know you want to. I said this will be literally the slowest bit of it. Because not only am I waiting on... where are you? Where have you disappeared to? There you are, found you. Come up here somewhere. I mean, what's the chance they're on some random rocks? But you never know. This will take a while. I might skip till we've got it all, because we might be here forever. Alright. And there's our final one. Took me long enough to find all those. It looked to be they were just generally, well, the ones that I found at the beginning, and then just generally sort of around these ponds areas. And then I was missing 3, and I'd already gone around all these, so I kind of just assumed these 3 little cave entrances had them in there, and looks like they did. So that is good for us. Now let's go potentially fight Skadhurn. And then we've got one more deer after that to kill. And then we can give everything in. Be done with 4 quests today, which should be pretty damn good. Let's make sure I'm going the right way. I think I've gone completely... what's need to with? Oh, I did jump down to get here, didn't I? How do I get back up? Oops. Not sure. Maybe if I go through here and up around, that might be the best way of doing it. Camera acts so weird sometimes. Not sure. I can like just left click so I can do this and it'll suddenly go. And I have no idea why. It's a very weird time. You can see how long it took me considering the amount of wild boar or hungry boar threatens to attack you. Took quite a while to get that final. What was it? I got 3 in the first set. Took me a while. I'm also gonna get... no. Passage of Nature, that's what it's called. On the complete wrong quest... not quest, hotbar. Useful. I was hit quite hard then. I want to get into this area. And then I want to... oh, that'll be for nothing, won't it? I want to use this and see if I can find what I was after. Oh my god. Let's say, oh, the eerie lights didn't attack us. It was alright earlier. That was earlier. Also means I gotta wait for the cooldown on this thing again, because it, when you go into combat, it turns it off. So we're looking for Skadhurn, so we're looking for potentially a signature enemy. I think it shows if it's signature or not. Skadhurn, signature. Very distant. About 100 meters away. There's Skadhurn. 330k with a couple of hinds behind it. So that'll be our concern, is if we can get just it. If the others aggro, which they won't, they'll just follow. That's fine. I think this is very doable then. He's very fast though. I think it's doable if we play it clever. I didn't have any rapid fire it. Looks like my my barbed arrow or my hindering shot is just not useful at all. I'm taking too much damage. Do I have any regeneration potions? Or rejuvenation, technically. Do that. So what's that? Heals 15% of maximum power. Yeah. Just got to be careful we don't go into any eerie lights, and then we're good. We're good. Him doing that meant that we basically just won this. As long as they don't run away, then we're good. I didn't mean to attack that boar, but why not? You take the antlers as proof of your victory. We have collected... Oh, that dropped 2 cuts of venison, so that was actually perfect. We don't have to attack any of the hind. It makes me sad. I've just left them behind. Kind of feel bad. I potentially have another thing to do here, because it's not going to be a case of, hey, quest completion done with. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll find out. At the very least, we've already completed Woodfolk of Arhaim, because we completed those 2. I think that does definitely prove to us how far we've come in this little bit, because we definitely wouldn't have been able to do that before last episode. Looks like we can complete 3 tasks, which is nice as well. Yeah, we definitely wouldn't have been able to kill Scarhold. Not Scarhold? What was it called? Skadhurn. Scarhold is the dwarf place. We definitely wouldn't have been able to do that last episode, I don't think. So, not that I particularly want to try, but I think we might be able to go up against those orcs now. As I said, not particularly wanting to try. I'm more than likely just going to focus on the quests that are around here for the moment, unless this is it. We still have those other 2 that are around, so highway robbery and inconvenient orcs. Annoyingly, we have completed the other quests, so we can't get that elf to help us, but maybe we'll be able to do it. If not, we'll just cancel those if it's still too difficult, because those were like 300k themselves, and there was like 2 of them, so I'm not really sure how it would go. And then once we hit 121, hopefully I'll, at that point, potentially have gotten some Dwaragleam shards, so that I can make some Ember Webby craft, so I can get some Ember, like enchantments of Ember and stuff. And I can do at least 3 of those like a week, because I can do it on this character, my main, and my 109 I could probably get over here. Just if I spend a little bit of time leveling or something. I should be able to do that relatively easily. And get definitely at least 2, because I can just surf travel to Scarhold with both of them. The 3rd will be my champion, which will be sort of up in the air, and I did not mean to do that. I literally was just touching M for the map. Let's get off our war steed before we teleport through a wall. Right, Ingolfeled.
How fares the hunting? Good, I hope.
Gonna offer a truffle to Noffer, and then we're done. Cool, 600k XP. Great, and that quest is now completed. We're definitely going to use up our bonus XP today, because we've got about 2 quests. If both quests, if these 3 are all the same XP, then which they are roughly, will definitely have made all that.
You will help us face our foes, yes?
Yeah, so we have 44,441k remaining. So almost makes me think it's worth doing this next episode, but we'll still get the double XP, so we'll still get about 300k. And I think that's good, going from, like, you know, we've basically done 2 mil XP today. That would be... Annoyingly, it doesn't tell you exactly where it is, but, like, I'm halfway through basically. Oh, yeah, we basically got to level 120 last episode. Let's save that. About, yeah, 3.3 mil. We are more than halfway through this level at the moment, which is good.
You have helped my people, so I will give you the information you seek.
Cool.
Demons indeed. Superstitions will get us nowhere. Finish any other business you have in the village. Then we will head into the forest to find Skadhurn Munzu.
Okay, so there is another quest here. I will just have a quick look at it. Because... Or is that... Oh no, it's just her again. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's us done. Next episode then we'll head up there, talk to her, get that quest going. It looks to be an instance, so that's fine. Head into the wilds, you should speak. Under the information you need, Baradol wishes to head into the wilds to search for the dwarf ruin Skadhurn Munzu. So, as I said, probably an instance.
Whenever you are ready.
Oh no, it's just another hey walk this way. So we'll do that next time. So, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.